Daily Nuggets fans. We got Alysia in the house. So tell me, my friend, tell us the Daily Nugget family about yourself first.
My name is Alysia Lee Asp. I have been here in Shanghai for over 10 years. Can't believe I'm saying that. I'm a creative coach and consultant. I was a teacher. Now I'm doing a lot more where I'm helping people and businesses to transform, including training entrepreneurs and helping people to be more confident and creative.
Wow. Listen, you're such a wise woman. I look at you from far away and say, I want to be like her when I grow up. Yes, I'm older than you by age, but wisdom and age, you can be 5 years old and be the wisest person on earth.
Yes, I've met that child. It's one of my nieces.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. What is it about the child, if you don't mind sharing?
I think sometimes children have wisdom because they're able to see things a lot more open. They don't have all of the labels and the judgments that come over time that we have learned that limits the way that we see the universe. So sometimes they have a lot more wisdom.
So I know your mother is a wise woman because I know you are. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So today for our Daily Nuggets family, I want you to share with us 1 or 2 nuggets by your mom.
So the best nugget, I can tell you, comes with a story. It was during lockdown. She was having some issues and surgeries, which made me stressed because I was in Shanghai in the lockdown. And at that time, there was a guy that I was talking to, and my father passed away a little bit unexpectedly. And a couple of days after that, one of my best friends saw the guy that I was dating live on Tinder. So my father dies, and the guy who was kind of helping me through it, who I thought we were kind of together, is now and he admitted to it, and we had to break. And I was just devastated. It was like a double blow in the same week. And my mother, who's dealing with, her husband of nearly 50 years, relationship for over 50 years, he's died. And I had to tell her this. And in that moment, she said to me, life is tough, but we're tougher.
Life is tough, but we're tougher. Is it fair enough to say what doesn't break us? What's the expression again?
Well, it's what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Oh.
However, sometimes it does kill you slowly, so you got to be careful, right? but with this, I think something she's taught me is a lot of resilience. She's been through a lot in her life. I've been through a lot in my life, and it's not falling down that's the problem. It's how you get back up and how do you rise up every time. And for her to be in that moment of such grief and sadness and difficulty and still have the strength to even give me strength through even saying that speaks a lot to her character. And it's something that we can all aspire to, because it's not just how we build ourselves up in the resilience we have. It's also how our resilience inspires and helps others. And so I think that's one of the biggest nuggets I got, was not only the advice, but the fact that she was able to give it at that moment.
Life is tough, but we're tougher. But what if we're tougher and still cannot, and the cookie just crumbles? Then what do we do?
Well, first of all, the cookie, even if it crumbles, it can actually be a great topping for the next dessert. So I think what's really important is to understand that there's going to be time for crumble. We allow for it, but how are we going to take that and then make that into a better version of ourselves and incorporate that into a better version of ourselves?
So when your mom told you that, it actually helped you to deal with the cheating spouse? Relationship, and also your father's death, right?
It did. Sometimes you need some people to remind you that you are strong, that we are strong, but also that life is tough, and it can be. And the people who say that life isn't tough, they're usually trying to sell you something, because there's a lot of things that are difficult about what we do and living. So keeping that in mind, that we're all connected by these challenges and how we get back up from them, also is a connection point, and that support helps us, I think, also to overcome these challenges.
That was from your mom. But Alysia, I know you are a woman full of wisdom This woman is full of wisdom.
You're really fun.
What's the advice that you normally tell people? I know people come to you all the time. All the time, asking for guidance. And just from the top of your head, what kind of advice do you normally give people?
A lot of what I do is helping people at the crossroads when they don't know what to do. So my whole life, even when I was a child, I mean, I was the wise kid who was literally having deep conversations with adults, helping them through divorces and stuff when I was like 8 years old.
Through divorces?
Yeah, I did that when I was a kid. And then they'd be like, wow, you really, yeah. So I understand this. But what I would say is because of that, because of my history of that, a lot of the things that I do with the wisdom is helping people to understand that you always have options. You always have creative ways to solve solutions.
You always have options. Do you
Always.
hear that? If option A doesn't work, there's always option B or C or D and so on.
Yes.
Wow.
And if you don't see it right away, it's either because you need to shift the way you're viewing or you need to make the option. So if the road is not there, you pave the way and you trailblaze and make your own.
Wow, so powerful. How did you become so wise? What are you a product of? What's your secret?
I'm a product of a lot of failures. So I'm not going to stay here with the camera and say, oh yeah, I have worked hard, right? And I've worked hard on myself. I've spent a lot of time in personal development. A lot of time helping others can also help yourself, right? Because you learn from their struggles and what they do. But I think the main thing is I've messed up a lot and I've learned from those mistakes and I've really taken time to reflect on them and figure out how to be resilient and take that failure and make that into something beautiful. And the more you do that, the more wisdom you gain, the more resilience you gain, and then it becomes easier.
You are so right, Alysia. When I make Daily Nuggets videos, I am my #1 fan to begin with. Because after I make a video, let's say I said something like, never give up. Keep going, keep going. And then I go to work and something happens, or I go out there in the real world, and then I remember, oh, Amelia, remember your video said never give up. Thank you so much. Any last word for our family? Our Daily Nuggets family?
I just think it's a beautiful thing that everybody comes together. And the more you get wisdom from awesome people like her, right, Amelia? You get this, it really will help you. But it's not just being here listening to this. It's not just watching this. My advice is take at least something from everything you learn and apply it to your daily life. Otherwise, you're wasting time. So don't just collect the personal development knowledge. Use the knowledge so that it becomes wisdom.
Practice makes perfect. We love you, love you, love you. This was Amelia with your Daily Nuggets, and this is my friend right here, Alysia. Yes. Mwah.